Hello. It has been quite a while. I'm sorry. I'm really. Hello. Hi. It's been a while. I'm sorry about that. I could give you several excuses, which I will do. Well, I've been very busy with schoolwork, so I had my first ever external exam, which was a little stressful. But I did that, and I've just been really busy revising, so I did practice exams and stuff like that. But I am now back, and school holidays are almost upon us, so hopefully I can get out some videos for you. Yeah, I've also just kind of been a little bit... I needed a bit of a break from recording, so I took a bit of a break. But I have been busy. Yeah. Look at this. You know that piddly little 2-cell iron farm I had in there that actually only produced 2 iron golems per every 30 seconds? Well, I've got this, which now produces 12 iron golems per every 30 seconds theoretically, which means 24 iron golems per every minute. And I've been running this for maybe half an hour or so. So let's check how much iron we've got. I cleared all the iron out of the system beforehand. So, wow. Whew. Like I said, that is from like half an hour. That is nice. If I got an overnight AFK session, wow, that is a lot of iron. Well, I think our iron problem, our iron shortage is now sorted. Yeah, I know, I don't have enough iron, no, I don't have enough iron, I need more iron. I totally needed to build that super efficient farm. I was like, oh man, this iron farm is going to be so painfully slow to build. And then I actually started building it up, and I was like, wow, this is really fast. And then it got to putting the villagers in it, and the villager breeder broke, so I had to rebuild it. And I've sort of made this place into a complete and utter mess. But the good news is that it now works, and we have got quite a few villagers down here and some over here too. Now, you may be wondering, you were doing the Nether project, right? Well, I still am doing the Nether project, and I don't really want to show you the progress on it just now because I'm keeping it as a bit of a surprise. So I have done a ton of progress on that, but I'll show you that in the next episode, hopefully, and then hopefully in the next episode we can completely finish off that farm for good. But today what I want to do is take a bit of a break from the Nether and think about our next big project. So originally I was going to do a city-town thing over there, but my plans have changed a bit, and I'm not sure if I told you this or not. I certainly said it, but I can't remember if I edited it in. But I have changed my mind. I would like to do kind of like a city on this island, or more like a small town, which will be the port city, and that's going to be the harbour. I'm going to clear out a bunch of land there, and then we're probably going to have this little peninsula and have a bit of a castle here, but not a huge one, just a little sea castle. And then it might spill out onto this coast a bit too, and then all the way up through here we're going to have quite small towns, like maybe just a few houses, and then farming area. And then way back up here we're going to keep sloping the terrain up, and then just on the edge of the mountains we're going to have the big capital city of this sort of whole area here, and that is going to be nestled up against the castle. And I'm kind of going to be taking inspiration from Gondor. Is it Gondor? You know, that place in Lord of the Rings, the White City. Anyway, that place up against the mountains. So it isn't going to be quite as symmetrical as that, but just kind of stacked up against the mountains, and probably a bit more clean, while this town will feel a little bit dirty, but still not as dirty as Darkwood, which is the original town we've done. I'm obviously not going to do all that today, because if I did, I would be here for a long time. So what I think I want to do is I just want to start placing down some blocks and finally start this project, because I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and yeah, just start doing some building. So this is really going to be quite experimental to find the sort of style I'm going for. And I would like to do a little side note. I am going to be inspired by Fwip and a bunch of other builders, but I will try and keep this as original as I can, and yeah, kind of do it my own way. So if you see any similarity there, that's because I am taking inspiration from them, but I'm also, trying to do it myself. What I'm thinking for this little island here is we could have some sea cliffs coming up this side, because, this is where the sea's coming into this bay here, kind of like over there, but maybe not caving in so much, sort of more just being rocky, sticky uppy bits, but not quite curving over. And then probably the same around the front here. I might shave a bit of the front here, and then it might come around here a little bit, and then it'll start sloping down, and down here we'll have the harbour with all the docks and stuff. But anyway, I have been waffling quite enough. Well, it's time to get some blocks together and start building this place up. So I'll probably just do one building today just to get it sorted out, and yeah, it looks like I might need to cut down some spruce trees. So yeah, let's do that real quick and I will get back to you. Alright everyone, I have been zooming around gathering up a bunch of resources, and I haven't put them down in any specific order, but we've got a bunch of this sort of stuff, a bunch of random stuff in here, mostly wood and mushrooms with a bit of lighting, and then greyish stone and gravel and stuff, and then a bunch of random stuff that I can use for like planning stuff out. What I actually thought I might do, instead of starting with a house, is I want this place to be really nice and fit really nice in with everything. So I thought what we could do is we could start with a little bit of smallish terraforming, small in comparison with that, just to get this place shaped out and hopefully build up the docks, and then we can start building back from the docks from there. So guys, enjoy that time lapse. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed that time lapse. My voice sounds a little strange and this has taken quite a while, but I actually need to adjust this map slightly. Hang on. There we go. Much better. So, yeah, we have got quite a lot of progression here, and my voice sounds better now. Alright, good. We have got quite a lot of progression, as you can see. We are we've got the beginnings of some docks here, so there's probably going to be another wharf going out here, and obviously some boats, and then we've kind of got this more solid background area, and these barrels are all full of chaos, because, you know, I did a bit of terraforming. So basically I've been procrastinating from actually building the houses, and I've been doing that very well. I built some docks, I started building the road up along here, and I kind of like how it sloped a little bit, and of course eventually the road will go up here and over a little bridge here out to this island, which is going to have a castle on it, but I might actually end up extending the island. I made it a bit small. I'll just lay out the plan of the castle eventually, but I think we can build some houses up first. So yeah, I need to count how many houses there are. 11 to 12 to 13. I'm technically counting this as part of the castle's fortification just because, it's a bit smaller and it would have felt a bit strange leading up into the castle if there wasn't another building on this side, so that's what that is. That's why I've marked it in yellow, but I think all in all this place is looking pretty good, and I think it's a pretty good place we can start with. Now these two buildings here are actually going to be connected, and they're going to be like an inn, and then this building over here is going to be a fish shop, because this is kind of like a fishing town. So those are the two buildings I've sort of got sorted out so far, but I think what I need to do is actually just start building this place. So I have got to find out what I'm going to do for the foundation. I'm kind of going for a medieval house style here, and some of the bases are going to be made of stone and some are going to be made of brick and granite, but then most are going to have sort of like a bit of a dirtier white upper section. Alright, it's done. Well, not quite done. That is rolling. It is done, and it is looking kind of alright. I think it looks a little odd on its own, but hopefully it'll look better once the rest of them are in. And actually, I think it was quite a good call having this much space out here, because that kind of is a little imposing on that space. But I am quite happy with it. I'm not entirely sure about these two things here, but you know, I think it'll be alright. They'll kind of be hidden anyway, that's just to give the roof a bit more interest. And I tried to keep this roof quite different, like have a bunch of different angles and stuff, and I think that works out quite well. But anyway, I am very pleased. That's where you are. What on earth are you doing? You know, those trades are all quite bad. I don't want any of them, thank you, sir. As I said, I am quite happy with how this is coming along. I think this is a great theme for us to start with, and I'm very excited to see where this is going to... What? No. Yo. Oh my goodness. I'm quite excited to see where this is going to go, because, you know, it's a decent sized town. We're going to be building up here for a starter, and I should probably mention that this, actually I'll just show you on the map, it's easier than trying to not die, but that is, harbour sort of going to go back like that, and then we're going to have the harbour there, so there'll be a substantial amount of that cleared out. Don't worry, it's not just going to be like this for the harbour, but that's a work in progress. A dolphin in our river, cool. Anyway, there may be houses on the other side of the harbour, I'm not sure yet. I kind of want to keep this town a little bit smaller, but it might still end up moderately substantial. It is not going to have any walls apart from the castle, because I kind of want to keep this as less of a fortified city, but yeah. Also, it kind of is looking a tiny bit, what's the word? Oh god, you know. Not Roman, what are they called? Vikingish, Saxon, something like that, with these kind of heads up here and those bits along the top, but I quite like that. And I'm not sure if we'll probably be using some other roof types in here in the future, but I'm quite liking the spruce trim, just kind of keep it a little bit more natural, because our previous city of dark oak, I think I got a little carried away with the different roof types and made them a little bit too different. And also I'm not going to smooth out these just because that makes it really bulky, so I think I like this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do window boxes or the kind of trapdoor thing, because there's also already quite a lot of wood, but I would like to add a little bit of greenery around it, pun not intended, I think. Just some bushes, so maybe we could have like some trapdoors where supposedly some plants were living and then they got out of hand, or some kind of vines that are growing up, I'm not sure. Well, I have had a very procrastinative episode, but to be entirely honest, we got a lot done for it, so, you know, not all is lost. I mean, we got this beautiful half building. I mean, technically it's a building and they're just connected, but we got half the inn done, and then we got all these docks area done. We started the road, and yeah, basically it was a great time. I mean, look at this map, it's beautiful, right? Actually, just guys, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, that house looks cool, or you're like, oh, that dock doesn't look cool, which is basically what I'm like, well, if you can think of any improvements for me, I found your own alarm. Anyway, let me know down in the comments, please, I would really love some feedback on this one, because it is something that I've been planning for quite some time, and I'm not sure if I've got it quite right, so please do let me know down in the comments and tell me what you think. And of course, if you do like the build in general, and if you're new, and if you're enjoying my commentary, which frankly would be quite amazing, because it's very bad, then please consider subscribing. And if, of course, you just enjoy the video and either you're already subscribed or you aren't subscribed, just please leave this video a like, because, I really, really, really appreciate it. Anyway, let me do a beat ups here and sleep. Oh, that sunset's beautiful. Just imagine when we've got all those buildings up there. Oh, it's going to be great. Actually, one last thing I want to say before I end of this episode is that I tried really hard to stack the buildings too deep so that they wouldn't look quite so pathetic, because it's quite a small island, and yeah. Also, we're going to do sea cliffs on the side just to make it look nicer. And I really, 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 really like that thing. Yeah, alright, coal. Yeah. Yeah. Let's, oh my god, look into my ugly, ugly face. I should stop doing that. I should reconnect to the internet at some point. Oh god, I look awful. Well, anyway, guys, please excuse Steve. Actually, that reminds me, the internet has been awful, so, guys, I apologize about that if I can't upload or something. But anyway, guys, look into my blue eyes, and, yeah, bye. See ya. I said everything I needed to. Goodbye. Thanks all for watching. I appreciate it. Bye. Like, bye. Oh. I'm procrastinating. Well, I guess I'll see you.